Warning, this show has outdated attitudes, language, and views which may cause offense today. If you don't like it, suck it.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. Oh, God. What a shit show. What a giant shit show. What the hell did I just watch? What in the hell did I just watch? Oh, my God. It's like they're stealing things left and right. They stole the Outrider from Star Wars. They stole scenes from The Running Man to make this fucking episode. Oh, my God, what in the hell did I just watch? And welcome, I'm going to welcome my panel. I am so sorry y'all had to watch this. Welcome Dave, Bob, Sammy, Joe, Bird of Prey 5, Rambling Canuck, guys. I am so sorry you had to watch this morning.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, okay.
You watch.
I can therapy my way through this.
We'll just
No
rub a
problem.
little dirt on it.
I took this pill and I kind of feel okay. I'm kind of liking it. Everything looks so much, it looks like rainbows now.
I want one of those.
Oh, no. Oh, guys, and welcome, chat. Welcome, Purple Valkyrie. Bartleby, good morning, Bartleby. Project Achievia. Is that how you say that? I hope it's how you say it. Purple Valkyrie, good evening. Man, I'm all swapped around. Bod Racing Palpatine, winner of the Boonta Eve Classic. Colin P. Smith, not Ryan Johnson. Gun Bunny. Chris Persia, the Wrench Up Wrenches is here. Project Storytime. Vampiric Trash Panda. Hello, Vampiric Trash Panda. Dave G. Sound. Lady Miss, the Guardian of the Void. Darth Haster. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How's everybody out there doing? And a big thank you to Bird of Prey 5. Welcome to the Warriors of Midgard, Bird.
That's a lot.
Yay!
Thank you.
Now we got cross-pollination going on because I'm over in Kuroga and Bird's hanging out in Valhalla. A big skull to you, sir. And if that's not enough to wake you up, nothing is.
Skyhorn.
Oh, good morning, guys. Or should I say bad morning? We had to get up and watch Discovery this morning. Oh, so I'm going to go around real quick. Just initial impression before we get in the meat and potatoes. Dave, Bob, initial impression.
Initial impressions, it's typical Star Trek Discovery.
Sammy Joe. Bird of Prey 5.
I'm mad at myself for expecting better.
Oh, Rambling Canuck.
Dear God, you're watching Picard. I think that sums it up.
when I get up and I'm watching this and I'm like, I need a drink. And I'm not talking about just like a wake up, something like a coffee or a Coke or something. When I need some damn alcohol, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I do not drink in the mornings. I rarely drink at night. I'm not, I'm not a big drinker, but damn, I need something to get through there. And I'm hearing wind chimes.
Yeah, that's
it's like no, it's magical. It's like, oh, where am I? What land am I in?
Farting unicorns.
I must have used one of the new combat transporters that make no sense.
Yeah.
They're not only a transporter, Loki. They're a do every fucking thing.
Yeah. They're a
Did you call it a Swiss
tricorder.
Army knife? Canuck,
They're
did
a
you call it a Swiss Army
tricorder.
knife?
They're a hollow pad.
Yeah.
They're a
Jesus.
industrial replicator. Whatever you need, they'll do. Just $19.95.
Plus shipping and
order
handling.
now, and you can get 2.
Just pay the extra shipping and handling.
Yes, just pay extra fees.
You don't need shipping and handling. You hit the stupid button on the damn.
It transports right on to you.
Someone called it. Who in this panel called it that it's like, oh, this is going to be a running joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said that.
That was
Just
J-Bob.
about all of you said that.
Oh.
They don't know what we're talking about yet, though.
No. But guys, they're abusing the site-to-site transporters. Imagine you're like, bow, bow, bow. I've been feeling fine, baby. Now, yeah, you getting it on in your quarters. It's like, boom, lizard man transports in the middle of you doing it, and he's like, oh, this isn't the science lab, dude. And
Forget about privacy. If you don't think you had privacy before, you certainly don't have privacy now.
And Chief O'Brien's out of a job.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put up force fields around our quarters now to keep the lizard man out.
Oh no! No, that ain't happening. You getting busy and suddenly, boom, lizard man. Yeah, you ain't getting none tonight, buddy. That pretty much put a stop to it right there.
Imagine if he accidentally beamed into Stamets and Colbert's quarters.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Like,
could he actually
Linus,
himself into space?
you want to stay? You don't have to leave so soon.
No, Bird! No! Oh no!
He's like, this isn't the waste extraction system. It can be.
Just wait for the happy foursome between the doctor, Stamets, and that other the ghost and the other one.
No,
the ghost and Mrs. Avery.
Where's that
or whatever.
cat?
Yeah.
Where's that cat? Oh, guys, no, Bird,
They play hide the trail. I mean, come on. Jesus.
Oh no, the trail's underage.
Yeah, all both of them are underage.
No. They have completely ruined transporters now. Transporters aren't even like a thing. Don't worry about going to the transporter pad. Don't worry about walking over to the transporter pad because we've given you all new shit. Let me tell you something, guys. And Bird immediately was like, no, they're not. They are not going back.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and if you didn't like the nacelles on Discovery, don't worry, they took them off.
Yeah.
This was the episode they upgraded Discovery to 32nd century technology, which means, of course, if you upgrade a ship, apparently now you upgrade the registry number.
Oh.
Yeah, you were the only one that picked that out, Bird.
Yeah,
I can't believe
Very
they updated
opening
that.
scene.
Yeah.
It's now NCC 1031-A.
No.
Why is it -A? Who hell knows?
Alcohol
Everybody said it
required.
should be.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't. And Bird immediately, I was like, you don't do that. And Bird's like, you don't got to tell me, Loki. I'm like, oh, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it to say it. Oh, you didn't see an A on the end of the Enterprise when they completely remade the ship. They gutted Kirk's Enterprise. They gutted it. That
Putting
means
in
they
the
took
cells and everything.
everything.
Yep.
They stripped that son of a
multiple times.
Yeah, they stripped that son of a bitch down to the frame and rebuilt it from the ground up. They rebuilt it from the ground up. And they didn't put a fucking A on it. They didn't put a damn A at the end of the registry number when they stripped it down to its bones. See what I did there? And put all new systems in it. And it's not what you do. And Bird immediately said someone saw a movie and decided, oh, why not throw an A on the end of it?
I think somebody saw the movies, saw that the updated Enterprise has an A on it, and just assumed that's what you do when you upgrade a ship.
That was when they gave them a whole nother ship. That was a different ship.
Yeah, they missed that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you don't watch Star Trek 3 all the way through, it's easy to miss the fact that one ship got destroyed and they got a new one that looked like it.
Yeah.
Somewhere
You can't expect
out
them
there,
to watch the whole movie.
somewhere out there, Gene Roddenberry is looking at DC Fontana going, dear God, DC, what have I done? Just like Kirk.
I'd like to think that, but I don't know. Gene Roddenberry is probably just like money, 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 money.
Money, money, money.
He just wishes he could get some.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took
yeah.
credit for a lot of stuff he didn't do.
He's well, no, Loki's right. He's probably sitting up there going, but except change the wording. What the hell have they done? I used to make money on this shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Saying, I used to make money on this shit. What the fuck are they
A
doing?
lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of money. You know what? So just quick before we dig into this, am I correct, Bird, in the knowledge that between Star Trek the Motion Picture and Wrath of Khan there was a 5-year gap, right? They went on another mission.
There was definitely a time gap. That sounds. I don't know if it was ever confirmed to be 5 years.
Okay.
But there was a significant time. Yeah. 2,
'Cause
3, and 4 are back to back.
I never understood why the Admiral told Kirk in Star Trek 3 that they were going to mothball her after the refit, and it'll never take the pounding, Jim, and you know it. And I'm like, really? Has it been that long since the refit? Was she out there that long?
That was always a little suspicious.
Federation is known for just keeping old starships around forever.
Yeah, they just keep refitting them.
Yeah. Look at the Excelsior shit. Anyway, okay, guys. So
Yeah.
In fairness, the Enterprise took pretty severe damage in Wrath of Khan.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
It was surprised it wasn't just destroyed then.
And a Dega Outlaw. I can't even sell an action figure. What the hell? Oh my God.
Who's going to buy a Michael Burnham figure?
I do have a Mirror Universe Cannibal Tribble. I do have one of those. I don't know if they were ever in Discovery or not. I don't remember. I've tried to wipe and mind bleach all of this from my subconscious memory. Okay, so something's happened with Booker, and they've refit Discovery. It now can detach its nacelles for what reason was never made completely clear. They just said it would make the ship more agile. So
yeah, more efficient, more maneuverable. And I guess it looks cooler.
But it's got the spore drive, so it's cooler.
Well, they can
anyway.
make a turn without those like 18-kilometer long freaking nacelles. So they don't, their turn radius is shortened by half.
Yeah, but what happened to the counterbalance effect?
Again, science, Dave Bob. This is Star Trek Discovery. We don't need that shit here.
Well, I'm assuming they've got a new hull too, right? Because the people on Earth were like, yeah, you've got the materials you use for your hull are completely out of date. We don't even touch that shit anymore. So I'm assuming they did like a complete refit of the hull as well.
I guess the whole ship's made out of programmable matter now, I guess.
That's the only thing that would make sense.
So either the ship's not going back, or that's why nobody ever heard of it. Because if they do go back, they're gonna like destroy it and destroy the tech. I guess
They're not
they'd
going
have
back.
to.
They're not going back.
And not to mention the Mega Man guns. Those were cool.
Yeah.
So Booker has disappeared. Our good friend Black Gandalf, Booker T, five-time Rambling. Finish me off there.
Five-time WCW champion.
You know, I was just thinking, and I think this creates a paradox or problem. The short track, Calypso. I'm pretty sure we saw an outside of the ship, and it was still the 1031. There would have been no A.
Nope.
Yeah.
So if that's the future of Discovery, and certainly didn't have detachable nacelles.
Nope.
So if Calypso is still something that happens, then Discovery does have to go back to the way it was. Or more than likely, they just forgot they ever wrote Calypso and don't care.
Yeah, they don't care about their own canon.
They can't keep straight their own canon, let alone anyone else's.
They can't keep their characters straight. I mean, never mind. Shut up, Robert.
Or gender.
Yeah.
They forgot to add racing stripes, Project Achieva. Oh, shit.
They just need a big bumper sticker on it. I went to the 31st century and all I got was this bumper sticker.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking because I'm not going to get political. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. So their cannon is so bent it can fire around corners. Colin P. Smith. Wow. So yeah, programmable matter. Project Storytime. Programmable matter. They just will it into existence, and so it is. So it shall be.
And don't forget, with the new upgrade, right? Each individual command console will evolve itself to better match the person that is at the control panel.
Yeah. The only one that didn't like it. The only one that didn't like it was Lisa Left Eye.
Yep.
Do we really need this? And then the guy in the back, oh, hell's yeah. I shook my head.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, copyright strike.
I'm just in awe of the stupidity of a lot of this. These are supposed to be sci-fi writers. I understand they came over from the Gilmore Girls story group, but I see Time Cops quitting over this. Psychodorp 9 with a $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Skull, brother. Yeah, Time Cops are quitting left and right and saying, nope.
We thought Janeway was bad.
Speaking of Janeway, could you imagine that? Could you imagine Janeway sitting in her quarters having dinner with Chakotay, and suddenly an ensign just like transporting in? Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. Oh, they'd get whipped. They would get whipped. Janeway would have them on the bridge, and Tuvok would be like 10 lashes.
No. We needed an away mission to that functioning Borg vessel. You're first up. Off you go.
Off you go. Oh God.
Captain, you really going to send him there unarmed? Yes.
Yeah,
No,
and then you have
also, you better leave the uniform.
then you have the admiral giving, I guess, his whole command staff with a bunch of different captains, different missions, and naturally they keep the Discovery close to home.
And they've been there for 3 weeks getting these upgrades. And
Yeah.
they never once spoke to any of the other ship captains because nobody knew Discovery had the spore drive
Right.
until
Yeah,
Saru
yeah.
opens his
Shocker.
mouth.
But here's my problem with that. Using the spore drive in the space dock wasn't a dead giveaway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody noticed
Right.
that.
There and then
Yeah,
it was
nobody
gone.
noticed that.
Nobody noticed that, huh?
Nope.
Observant motherfuckers, are they?
I'm amazed that this passed muster. This is one of those episodes you hear about that got cut from TNG. You know, this is one of those episodes that the forgotten episodes of TNG.
They don't
Yeah.
cull nothing in this one.
Oh, vampiric trash panda. Tilly's actually Beeger's ship, so that ties Discovery to Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
No.
Well, she's that big. What did they say? She took up a whole quadrant.
Yeah,
She's got her own gravitational field.
Remember, Loki, she's the one that makes a fat joke in this damn show.
Yeah.
One thing when Georgiou made a fat joke, it was cringe when Tilly did.
Yeah.
So they were both pretty funny.
Did you eat it? Did
Yeah, I
you?
really.
Did you eat her?
So Tilly has Grunge, the big cat, and she's trying to find Michael. So she asks the computer, where's Michael Burnham? Computer says not on board. So Tilly is looking the cat in the eyes. Did you eat her? It was. I legit laughed
funny.
in this
I did too.
episode
I did.
3 times, at least 3 times.
Yeah.
So it's got that going for it. I don't think all these times were meant to be funny. A couple were, but funniest episode of Discovery, I'd say so far,
Yeah.
for whatever that's worth.
Not much.
No, not much.
A hell
So,
of a lot funnier than when Linus sneezed on the guy last season.
oh God, dude, and Burnham's all, and then of course we get the mansplaining and him getting destroyed by an asteroid.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remembered that. I need a drink. I need
Skull.
a drink. Skull. Oh God, I can't believe I remembered that. So
And
yeah,
I am pretty sure Grunge is actually not a cat. They're gonna go all Marvel, and that's actually not gonna be a cat, but really some other creature.
Yeah.
That's why he
some
keeps saying,
shapeshifter.
yeah, it's not a cat, it's a queen. He's
Yeah.
really gonna be a queen of something. She's gonna shapeshift before it's all over with.
didn't they have? Wait a minute. What if they tie it to TOS? What if that cat is the black cat that's in the witch episode?
The
Yeah.
Gary 7 episode?
Is that
Is
it?
Gary 7?
You said the witch episode?
No, it's
Yeah.
the one where the little puppets at the end are about 2 inches tall and they die. What's the name? It's the Halloween kind of episode.
Yeah, the Halloween episode with the witch that like chains up Kirk and is like, "Grrr." And you see the shadow of the big cat.
All right.
Down,
I thought
kid.
you're talking about the episode where they go back in time and meet
No,
Gary
no,
7.
not that one. Or the one we're talking about
Cat's
is the one
Paw.
where those.
Cat's paw. Thank you.
Yeah,
With Lord
Cat's
Thoth got it.
Thank you, Lord Thoth. Oh shit. So God, we can't even like I can't even begin to describe what this episode is about. They stole so much from so many other things here. It's like the Running Man, but not, and Booker's been captured, and Tilly's gonna eat the cat, and then she's like, did you eat Michael? Did you eat her? And you're like, really, bitch? You're gonna say that to that cat? You look like you ate half the crew, and you're gonna say that to that damn cat? So of course Michael Burnham gets no, you're not going. You're not going to say book. You're not leaving the ship. And she's like, fuck it, Giorgio, let's leave. And goes off to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, and Giorgio naturally joins in because you had me at unsanctioned mission.
But at least
Oh yeah, she's all about it.
For Giorgio, that kind of fits her character, though.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm
it does
sure-
Michael. It does Michael too. Michael ain't
Well,
never
yeah.
heard an order that she didn't disobey.
Well, we all knew that the minute she said
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already planned the mission.
And Dirk Kuhn, I can't get over how accepted Giorgio is by others. I mean, she's
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
makes no sense, even for Michael. I mean, sure. This isn't Georgiou. It just looks like her. There was nothing the same about this person.
No, she's a
You
cannibal.
didn't have a relationship
people.
with this person. You didn't know this person. She just looks like somebody you used to know.
And Colin
Well,
P.
that
Smith,
makes
that's what I was thinking, was a
no
founder
sense.
changeling. Thank you.
Chris Verges says Bird could be onto something. In the original series episode Catspaw, the alien shape changer Sylvia was from the future. Maybe a colleague of hers will begrudge.
Ugh.
And Project Achievia. Nothing makes any sense in disco if you think about it, but real Trek nerds do nothing but think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael's gonna leave the ship. Michael's gonna leave the ship with Giorgio. They take Booker's ship. How they got Booker's ship off of Discovery, they don't explain that in any way, shape, or form. They don't even hang a lantern for you to follow because it just happened. It just happened. We just
Nobody notices. I mean,
To
a
be
ship
fair, I
moving
don't know
out.
Booker's ship was ever in Discovery in this episode. It came there on autopilot. So I assume it was just in space.
Well, no, they actually said Tilly actually said something about Booker's ship in the cargo, if it was in the cargo bay, and they said it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So they use
Missed
their
that.
comm badges to get there.
Well, of course.
Duh. Would do everything comm badge.
You stole the ship once already. You can steal it a second time from inside the cargo bay.
Yeah. What does it matter? What does it matter? We don't have to explain. We just want to make sure Michael Burnham is leading this show. This is Star Trek Burnham. There is no Discovery. There is no Spoon. There is just Burnham. Somebody say something, because I'm just I can't. I can't.
Is it bad that Burnham is trying to track down where the burn originated? Does that irony fit on
She's
anybody?
going to triangulate it to a source.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
everything didn't happen exactly at the same time like everybody thought. She's the only one that discovered this in 120 years. Because she's been working on it for a whole year.
Has anybody stopped to think that she is the one responsible?
Oh
I
yeah.
think we all know.
Yeah, we're
somehow
all pretty
what's
much
gonna
okay with that.
happen. Discovery or her somehow caused it, or
It's her.
her suit.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too, Bird.
And then at the end, I still hope that at the very end, they just have to erase. She has to erase herself from history as the way to save everything.
So if it is her, because that suit came from that time, right?
Yep.
The suit came from.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's her and she made a mistake and it's all her fault and she's the reason why all this happened, her flying in super speed, going back in time, caused the burn, and it originates from like where she came out of the hole, but just like, 100 years earlier. And it's all her fault. Then yeah, Bird, you just erase her from fucking history. We could only be so lucky. at the end of this? Is that going to be the tear-jerking moment we all get? Is that Burnham's going to be? Because I'm going to have a party. It won't be a wake. It'll be a fucking party.
We need Q to just show up and go, it
Whoops.
hurts me to do this, but snap.
Yeah.
You're so perfect. You're so perfect. I hate to do this because you're so perfect. You're the most perfect human being I've ever met. Not even Picard is as perfect as you. Who? Never mind.
Snap.
Tears of joy, at least. Yes, tears of joy. So they get to this junk planet, and they bribe their way in by 20 units of dilithium. We have many units of dilithium. Oh, you do? Can you show me? No, I won't show you, and I won't give you a sample. You're just going to have to trust us on faith that we have it. They're gearing up for season 4. Oh God, help me. Tilly hates Grudge the cat. Tilly actually hates something. In her heart, though, she loves it. She loves it. She's just saying that. She loves that kitty. She loves that pussycat.
She's gonna eat it.
Dinner.
Chow mein.
Where's Grudge? Booker gets back to Discovery. Where's Grudge? Oh, excuse me.
Cat, the other white meat.
I looked up some Chinese restaurants.
Oh,
But the location of where they've got Booker is the exact same location they filmed The Running Man. It is the exact same location.
well, tossed in with a little bit of that trash planet from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh,
And don't forget his ship.
they even have the shields that blow people's heads off.
Mm-hmm.
I was just amazed that they did that. They did that. You see a guy running, he's gonna try and escape. He's like, I'm getting out of here, screw y'all. And his head explodes as he passes the do not go past area. And you're just like, really, guys? Really, you really did this? You really
did it.
They really did it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to make of the rest of this episode. I don't even know what to make of the rest of this episode. It's kissing, talking in hallways, and Michael Burnham is the bestest ever.
Oh yes, and ships that can morph, change shape.
Oh yeah, the shape shifting to the ship. Yeah, forgot about that.
Book ship now can. It's like a transformer. It can just break apart and come back together any way it wants to.
I was waiting to hear President Scrooge and Dark Helmet say "suck, suck, suck, suck," and the show does suck. The show does suck. We were talking at the end of this about how many episodes do we have left of this? How many episodes do we have left of this? And I think we're almost to the halfway point.
Yeah, I think there's 7 left.
And now I'm gonna have to watch Picard because of this shit.
Yes,
God.
you are.
Yes, they did. Positive candor.
Yeah.
Self-sealing stem bolts. The one item we never, ever got to see or got an explanation of besides self-sealing stem bolts. But at least self-sealing stem bolts was funny. It was an insider joke of Star Trek.
Yep, trope.
At least we got that. So what happens? Honestly, it just we had the engineer. Does anybody even Stamets?
Stamets. Yep.
Stamets interacting with 15-year-old Trill pal, the Trill girl, and she's like, "Oh, I can perform surgery on you and remove this hookup you've got in your arm." And of course, she does it without even the chief medical officer's knowledge. Berg pointed that out.
Yep.
Yep. Plus, she also invented some new interface that he didn't need those.
Yeah. The goo.
This is what upset me the most, and I had a breakdown when I was talking about this in my own review. The ship is supposed to be on an alert. At any moment, they could be called to go to some planet, right? The admiral says they have the next 12 hours, they have to be on full alert. They could have to jump at any moment.
Yeah.
Sometime either right before or during this, the 16-year-old Trill girl, who is not part of Starfleet, not an official member of crew, wears no uniform, has had no formal training, takes apart the spore drive to rebuild it without any input from Stamets, without him noticing, without getting permission from Saru, with just doing it on her own.
Yep.
Yep.
And nobody notices, and
Well,
nobody
she's
cares,
female.
and nobody complains about it once it's done, because Stamets like, oh, thank you, I like it. The one thing Stamets likes, he says, oh, this is great. When the ship could have been called to go to warp at any, to spore jump at any time. And then nobody tests it. Nobody even tests it once it's done. They just assume it's going to work. And then a few hours later, still all within less than 12 hours, she does surgery on Stamets' arms without the chief medical officer having any idea any of this was happening. Stamets' own boyfriend or husband or whatever he is, he's surprised. He's like, oh, she did this? Like,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
the chief
shocker.
medical officer of the ship. How is somebody performing surgery on your ship without your knowledge? And everybody's okay with it.
Because, guys, we are saving the best part of this episode for last, but I just have to say, even after this wonderful thing that happens at the end of the episode that I'm sure all the blue-haired Landwells out there were crying over, even after that, Saru's got no control over his own ship. Starfleet, whatever Starfleet is in the 32nd century, they have no control over the crew. They have there is no rank on Discovery. There is just people walking around, crying in hallways, transporting around the ship, doing whatever they want, whenever they want. There is no chain of command. There is no security. There is no care in the world. Anybody could just beam on board Discovery and do whatever they want to. My older brother took apart a fucking a disco ball record player fucking thingy that we had when I was a kid, and he did it while nobody was looking. And you know what? He got his ass chewed out for it because the damn it wasn't a tape deck. It was the old whatever. Didn't work after that. Well, fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares on Discovery. And it's a spore drive. It's not a damn music player. It's a fucking spore drive.
Spore drive. Yeah.
Yeah. And Tilly is ordering other officers around like she's in charge of the whole engineering deck.
I don't get it.
Well, that makes sense because they're taking orders from her because they're scared they're going to eat. She's going to eat them.
Yeah. If they don't do what she said, they disappear.
You know what
You're
this
gonna eat
is?
me like you ate Michael Burnham?
and you know what? I do know why. I do know why. They are doing all this from the perspective of which actress is important, not what their character is on the show. Oh, wouldn't it be great to have Tilly do this? Let's write it in. Wouldn't it be great to have Michael do this? Let's write it in. Wouldn't it be great to have Giorgio do this? Let's write it in. It is not about what position they hold on the ship. It's about what position they hold in the casting room. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. How important is this actress to us? Because we're not going to go on chain of command. We're not going to go on how Starfleet works. We're not going to know on what makes sense. We're going to make this person important. We're going to make that person important. We're going to give this person this to do. The Trill girl doing what she does in this episode, like Bird pointed out, That's all because of we want to make this character the bestest ever. We want to make this character stunning and brave. And that's all that matters. And when you do something like that, everything suffers. The Federation has always been about the Federation, not about one person. It's not about one person on a ship. It's not about one person in the Federation. Kirk was not the only person on the show. I have three photos. One of them is an old painting of Spock that my aunt bequeathed to me when she died. One of them is a picture of the entire crew, and one of them is Kirk, Spock, and Bones. Why? Why? Because it was never about one person on a ship.
No, it was the ensemble.
It was the
Star Trek.
ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek's always been about an ensemble cast.
Yep.
And I'm sorry for anybody out there who disagrees with me about this. The movies, the Next Generation movies, to me, as a whole, were a failure because every movie focused on Data. Every single movie had an overall arc of Data in the center. Generations, Data gets his emotion chip. Insurrection, or First Contact, Data gets captured by the Borg and they're turning him human. Insurrection, Data gets his memory wiped and he is gone crazy and they've got to make him remember what he's forgotten. Nemesis, Data dies.
Yep.
They focused too much on one character when that show was about everyone. Everyone on the ship, and they focused too much on one character in those movies. But anyway.
I didn't realize that until now.
The halfway point in this episode is Mega Man guns, Burnham saving the day, Giorgio saving the day, a ship that can transform like a transformer, and Booker.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, and don't forget Giorgio's suspicious thingamabobber.
Seizures or whatever. She just spaces out and can't move all of a sudden at the most inopportune moment, like how can you pick a more inopportune moment for that to happen? Well, we'll just write it like that.
And Eris of Chaos says you'd think someone who was raised by Vulcans would disapprove of all the chaos and disorganization on the ship. Yeah, but you got to remember, Eris, this is the woman who mutinied on a Federation starship, disobeyed direct orders, and started a war with the Klingons, and didn't have any remorse about it. Didn't have any remorse. When people were sitting there going, "You're the reason why all this is happening. You're the reason why our friends are dying," and I did exactly what I thought I should do, and I'm right because I'm Burnham.
Through all of this, what they're looking for is just a black box for one of the ships, and when they get down to that planet, Booker just happens to have it stashed in his quarters. So all they got to do is get it from there and get out, and that's when all the shit hits the fan. They come up with their big plan to start blowing everything up and breaking out, and all the prisoners start running for outside and waiting for Michael Burnham and Giorgio to take the shields down.
So they get back. They save Booker. They get back, and Saru has a conversation with Michael. And I am so pained to do this because you are such a perfect being that does not make mistakes. But you are relieved of your first and he should have just thrown her ass in the brig. You are relieved of your first officer duties. You will remain science officer, and you will keep your rank and all the privileges therein, but you're not my first officer anymore.
Finally, consequences for actions.
But is it really a consequence?
No, because she still gets to be on the bridge.
Yeah, it's still going to be 1 or 2 episodes down the line. She's either going to take the whole ship as the captain, or she'll be reinstated as the first officer.
Yeah, she'll do something stunning and brave
Yeah.
and be
Yeah,
reinstated.
like solve the burn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna solve the
exactly.
burn. She'll leave the ship again. She's gonna leave. She took her comm badge off at the end of the episode. Like she's gonna leave it there in Saru's quarters, which she probably will at the beginning of the next episode. She's gonna leave and she's gonna do her own thing, and she's gonna be right. Have no doubt, ladies and gentlemen. She is going to be right, and Saru is going to say, Commander Burnham, I am so sorry for removing you from your first officer's duties. I made a huge mistake. You were the best of us. You are the greatest Starfleet officer that has ever served in Starfleet, and my apologies. Please take command, take the ship. You're so much better than me. Do whatever you want. We'll have sleepovers and pillow fights, and we'll kiss and love in the hallways and do whatever it is that you want us to do, because you're Michael Burnham.
Yep.
Ending thoughts, panel, and ratings. We'll start with Dave Bob. You shoot, brother.
2 on the rating, and as far as thoughts, looking forward, it looks like next week they're going to be going to Vulcan, so let's see how much they can bastardize the Vulcan culture and break canon with that.
And Colin P. Smith, before I get to Sam, they're looking for the black box to find out why the ratings crashed. Yes. And actions always have consequences unless you're Michael Burnham. Sam Joe.
I give it a 2 as well. And the only reason I give it a 2 is because there were some moments that actually made me laugh out loud, even though they were contrived. But yeah, 2. And meh. And yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's to see how they, like Dave Bob said, bastardize the Vulcan culture.
That's 2 2s and a we're looking forward. 2 2s. We're looking forward to the
Wait, is next
third.
week Unification 3? I think it is.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I actually gave it a 4.
Oh wow.
There were some funny things. I laughed. There was some very upsetting things, more upsetting than I expected. There's so much wrong with this episode. It would take us hours and hours to go through everything. You just got to give up and stop worrying about it at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a little 9. It actually seemed entertaining if it wasn't for Star Trek. If this hadn't been Star Trek, and if they didn't make their own rules, which they then broke, an episode later, this wouldn't have been half bad. But it was. So 4.
4. All right. And Project Achieva, how did Giorgio know how to pilot book ship when they left the planet?
Magic.
Magic. Yeah. And Burnham imparted the knowledge immediately because she can mind meld. Are they going to Prime Vulcan or JJ Vulcan? That's a good question.
Yeah.
JJ Vulcan doesn't exist, so
Be Kurtzman Vulcan.
Canuck?
I'm gonna give it a 2. As far as next week, I don't think they're gonna actually go to Vulcan. I think it's gonna be flashbacks of Burnham. That's it. It's gonna be hot. We trolled you. We're not going there. Be some other meaningless place because everybody will be all psyched. They're going to Vulcan. They're going to Vulcan. And then no, psych, going over here. And it'll just be flashbacks of her childhood or something.
And yes, episode 7 is Unification Part 3. Sorry.
And then I don't know. This episode just kind of annoyed me. And she stole Worf's line. She's kind of annoying.
Really, what did
So-
she steal? Assimilate
Well,
this?
yeah, right at the end, Giorgio.
Hmm.
Just changed one word, but it was the same line for the same reason.
I'm waiting on someone on the ship to say "suck it, Blue." Someone's been watching Loki's Warnings of Mischief. Okay, so I'm going to split the difference, and I'm going to give this a 3. I agree with Bird. There were a couple of moments in this that I laughed my ass off. I don't think they were. Not all of them were intended. The Tilly thing where she was like, "Did you eat her?" I laughed because I was like, "Bitch, you're the last person to be telling that cat that she ate someone." You ate all the Twinkies on the ship. There are no Twinkies left on the ship. They're having to use the reprogrammable matter to make Twinkies because Tilly ate every fucking Twinkie on the ship and anything else she can get her hands on. I don't know how the new Starfleet can survive because the food stores have to be empty. I'll give it a 3. It was kind of funny. I didn't even notice the A bit in the beginning. And when Bird said that, I was like, oh no, they didn't. Oh no, they didn't. And, Bird sitting there with Loki, you don't have to tell me that. And I'm like, I know, but damn, I had to say something. Hail Cardinal Sin and welcome. Yeah, cake is eternal. Cake is eternal unless you're fucking Tilly because you ate it all. She ate the cake and ate everybody else's cake. I am reminded of Billy Madison, who would steal 40-sack lunches. Tilly's out there in the fucking parking lot chowing down, laughing about it with the cat grudge.
She ate the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
God. I just don't get it. And there are going to be people out there. Loki, you're fat shaming. No. Starfleet officers don't do that. Starfleet officers are in peak mental and physical condition. That has been that way from the beginning. Bones said it over and over and over again. The captain is in peak physical and mental health. The crew is in perfect health. The crew is working. You don't walk around. And she doesn't even walk. She wobbles. You don't wobble around the ship or roll into a ball to get from one deck to the other. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. It's maddening that this is where they're at. This is what they're doing, and they're gonna be okay with this. And for anybody,
you have to be inclusive, though, Loki. I mean, you have to be inclusive. This is CW writing.
And I know there are people out there that'll be like, Scotty, Loki, motion picture movies. Scotty was big. Yeah, he was. But they brought the whole cast back. Scotty wasn't prepared for that. And in the first 2 movies, he's not that big. He's just he's buff. He's stacked. It wasn't until later when it was like, Star Trek 7, The Search for Geritol, when he was like a bigger guy.
And to be fair, he was a captain at that point.
Yeah.
Once you reach your rank in the military, from what I hear, you don't have to worry about it as much.
But she's an ensign.
Right.
God. So yeah, I'll give it a 3 for kind of being funny. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back next week. I want to thank the panel for dealing with this. I know, I just want to drink. I want to drink in the morning when I'm watching this shit. I want to drink, and I don't drink in the morning. Cardinal Sin, don't hold back, Loki. Tell us what you really think. Okay, Cardinal Sin, if you really want my unbiased opinion, here we go. This show fucking sucks.
Amen.
Amen.
It is a disgrace to Star Trek as a whole. Not even Gene's vision of Star Trek. Not even DC Fontana's vision of Star Trek. As a whole, this disrespects and just slaps Star Trek in the face. They don't care. They don't care about legacy. They don't care about writing good sci-fi. They don't give a shit about the fans. They do not care. They don't care. And this is what you get when you do not give a shit about an IP. When you say, this isn't your daddy's Star Trek. Well, no shit.
No shit.
Really. You just slapped us in the face with that one. I think we can figure that out on our own. So thank you, Dave Bob, Samantha Jo, the 1.5 of Tag Team Valkyrie, Bird of Prey 5, Rambling Canuck. Guys, if you are not subscribed to the Valkyries, check them out. They're usually 1 hour. They air 1 hour after I end, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Purple has a new series coming up on Saturday for Discworld. Check them out. If you like their content, subscribe and ring that bell. Bird of Prey 5 knows more about Star Trek than any other human being I have ever met. He does shows about watch parties for DS9. He does watch parties for the Crystal Skull all the time.
No.
Oh shit! Rewatch Crystal Skull. Always tell Bird he's got to rewatch Crystal Skull.
No.
But check out his channel. He has wonderful content. He has been around for the last couple of years, guys. Bird knows his shit when it comes to Star Trek.
No, thank you.
You are welcome, sir. And Rambling Canuck has a show going on that has been going on for the last 2 months?
Yeah,
about 2 months now, with Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom. They are delving into history, and let me tell you guys something. When you've got history stuff coming out that's getting like 100,000 views, and they're talking 9 kinds of nonsense, and these guys are bringing you facts, not fiction. This is the history channel you want to watch when it comes to World War II, World War I, all of the greatest stuff in history from these wars. These are the 2 guys to watch right here. So check out Rambling. It's history with R&R. Rambling Canuck and Oliver Franklin Doom are kicking ass. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat. It has been so awesome to get to do this today. I'm so just I can't tell you how great it is that I can come on and talk about either shitty stuff on TV or good games, bad games, every topic we cover, everything in pulp culture. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, chat, for being here and hanging out with us. We will be back later tonight with some spooky stuff on 7 Kinds of Mischief. Until then, you all have a great day, and we will catch you guys next time on Mornings of Mischief.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
take her easy, folks.
Blah.
Kabla! Karoga!
these videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.